Hi, I'm Paul Taylor. Welcome to my brief review of the Facebook Portal device and in particular using it with Zoom. So there are a number of different Portal devices. The £149 Portal TV, which just sits on your TV, currently isn't compatible with Zoom. So this is the review of the £169 Portal unit. It has a 13 megapixel camera, 10 watt speaker. It's got a 10-inch display, but as you see there's a number of different shapes and sizes that you can choose from. So here's the device. It's got a neat unit. This is white. If you turn it around, you can see the power cable goes in at the back, and it also acts as the stand. You can also have it in portrait mode and it'll turn the picture around for you. Just having a look at it, if we click on the screen we can look at what apps you can get. So this is all of the apps you can currently get. So it's not an infinite collection right now, but as you see, Zoom is already there. There's a number of different apps you can use. You can also just use a standard browser on it, so you can access things through that as well. As a Spotify app, I also noticed that even without the app installed, Spotify still lets me broadcast to it from another machine. So let's fire up Zoom. As you notice, it asks us to sign in, and the default sign-in method is using a code. So what you do is you go into your web browser, log into Zoom, and then enter the pairing code when you type zoom.us/pair. You can log in with your email address and password on the device, but obviously that's a little bit of a pain. And there you can see it's logged into Zoom, and it's got my calendar appointments already. So let's go ahead and start a meeting. So I'll unmute myself because obviously it's not going to be very successful otherwise. So not great lighting here. I'm afraid the light behind me isn't wonderful, but it gives you an idea of what it can do. So as you can see, the portal is zooming in on me. I can move around. So I'm sitting quite close now, and it'll if I sit back, it'll move around. What's really clever though is if I then get up and start walking around the room, it'll do its best to keep tracking me. So I'm now at the end of the room and it's nicely zoomed in quite satisfactorily. Now it does get quite pixelated at this level because of course it's having to use digital zoom, so it's doing the best it can. I'm now standing at the back of the study and it's still managed to keep me in a reasonable view. The audio's okay, it's 4 meters away at this point. But that's quite respectable, and this functionality will work with WhatsApp or Facebook calls as well from the device because it's part of the Portal's functionality and not Zoom's functionality. Okay, if I walk back again and sit down, you can see me. It's going to move the picture to suit again. So I think that's quite impressive, especially for a consumer device. So there you go. There's a brief review of the Facebook Portal unit and running Zoom on it. I'm quite impressed with this device. It's very nicely made, good quality unit, and I'm sure that a lot of people would get a lot of use out of this. Lots of other features we didn't look into on this, like using it for Messenger, WhatsApp calls, quite good as well. So I'm sure lots of people will use that. I'm interested in particular seeing how the Portal TV unit works. So that sits on top of your television, perhaps great in the living room for use with social Zoom calls. So I look forward to trying that at some point in the next few months when Zoom works on that device. But that's all. Thanks for watching and hope you found that useful.